Well, we hope that it doesn't escalate any further, but seriously something that we will keep an eye on as the tournament progresses. Now to more immediate matters on the field, and that is that Qatar are out of the World Cup after they lost 3-1 to Senegal, and the Netherlands and Ecuador drew 1-1. With Qatar on no points and facing the Dutch in the final game, it's now impossible to reach 4 points, and so they become the first host nation to be eliminated after 2 group games. Karim, we've seen many Qataris leave stadiums before it's played out. In terms of the interest in the home nation, have you been inspired?
No, at all. And I think that this World Cup in Qatar is a joke because we played this World Cup, which is a worldwide event in a country where like maybe 90% of the people don't care about soccer or about football, and that's a shame because we saw stadiums. There are some empty seats in some grounds of this World Cup, and to look at the Qatari game, the first one, that was the game the entire world watched, and then people left after maybe 50 minutes only. That's a shame, and there is no atmosphere surrounding football in Qatar, and that's the reason. And regarding the performance as well, because they couldn't play better, I think. They don't have a good team. They don't have enough good players or decent players to move forward. And what we saw is a huge amount of mistakes, defensive mistakes, offensive mistakes as well. Almost no chances created. So nothing in the game, nothing in the atmosphere, nothing from their soul, and nothing at the end. No point. This is the first time ever a host nation is out of the World Cup just after 6 days of competition. And I'm worried about the atmosphere for the rest of the competition because when the host country is there, there is atmosphere surrounding competition. But now, atmosphere is not so great for the moment. And it can be even worse now that Qatar is out of the competition. So this is really sad to see the World Cup is such a country.
Well, one of the teams which will be remaining, at least until the third game, we hope, to see them playing well like today was Senegal. Aliou Cissé's men, but they were going to be coming up against an Ecuador team which is showing to be quite strong. What do you see their chances like?
I think they can do it. Senegal can do it, can clinch a spot for the round of 16. But for the Ecuadorian side, it will depend on Enner Valencia. Will he get fit or not? Because he left out the pitch against the Netherlands this afternoon. He was injured. So we'll see further exams to know whether he can play or not. But to stay on Senegal, they proved that they can step up. And that's why I say here, after their first game, their loss against the Netherlands, that forwards need to step up, and that's what some of them did. Ismail Assar was very active. For example, Boulaïdia scored. Famara Diédhiou, he came almost from nowhere. He was in the team like back in 2018 for the last World Cup, and then he basically disappeared because he went like far away, and then in the championships or in the English second tier. So we see that Aliou Cissé has many solutions on the bench and in his squad more generally to move forward in this competition. And it will be tough because of the situation of the group and this draw, which doesn't make, which isn't good for Senegal, because if Netherlands won that game, it should be better because the situation of the group will be clearer. But now they have to win. Senegal has to win, and in a way, it could be better because there is an objective, a clear objective: win or go home, almost. So I think it's better than in 2018.
There we go, win or go home. And that situation has been made all the more clear because Netherlands drew with Ecuador. Cody Gakpo opening the scoring in that game, only for Enner Valencia to stab home and equalize for the Ecuadorians, who now sit on 4 points each.